So what is the highest paid online ESL company? Where can you, as an online teacher, make the most amount of money that is possible in this industry? I get so many people asking me, what's the highest paid company and what is the potential for a higher base rate pay at certain companies? And I'll be honest with you that so many companies have been lowering their base rate pays for newly hired teachers, limiting the option and the opportunity for getting incentives. And so it is difficult to find a company that pays a really decent pay rate for what you are worth. In this video, we're going to talk about Protostar Education that claims to pay up to $33 per hour. Let's get into it. My name is Tim from OnlineTeacherDude.com. Welcome back to my subscribers. And if you are new here, welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. I'm doing a change of scenery today and filming out on my patio. It is super duper hot here in Malaysia, but it's kind of a nice break from filming inside. So you're gonna have to put up with some of those traffic sounds and things like that. Bear with me. So what is Protostar or Protostar Education? Protostar is a small company that was created by a group of moms and dads who weren't happy with the current offerings for online ESL companies and wanted to create their own with a really rigorous and interactive and engaging curriculum for their children and for potential students. So that's how Protostar came to be. They have offices in Seattle, Washington, as well as their headquarters in Shanghai, China. I'm going to link a couple of videos below in the description of this video that were very helpful to me in learning a little bit more about Protostar and in creating this video. So you can check those videos out in the description. And if you are looking for an online ESL company, whether it's Protostar or another company, I want you to download my free guide. You'll see it linked above in the banner of my YouTube channel, as well as on my website. I will put a card up here that you can click. Get that freebie, which will help you in navigating the online teaching industry and finding the best company that would suit you. So what does Protostar offer that makes them unique? Looking at their website, it says that they have competitive rates. You can earn up to $22 per lesson, which is a 40-minute lesson, which consists of a $16 base rate pay plus $6 bonus pay based on attendance and performance. As well, they offer a stable and fixed class schedule where you can teach the same students for at least 18 weeks or longer. That's pretty cool. And full support with a well-structured curriculum and teacher instructions developed by US school teachers, as well as interactive online tools to support the learning. Stick around in this video because I am going to break down the pay a little bit more in detail. So who exactly do they hire and what are their hiring requirements? Pay attention because it is a little bit different than other companies. Firstly, they hire native English speakers. They do not specify from US and Canada, but that is their #1 requirement. Number 2, they require a bachelor's degree or higher. Very similar to other companies. The big difference is that they require at least 1 year of brick and mortar teaching experience. So homeschooling does not count, tutoring does not count on the side. You need to have in the classroom experience. And that's really what sets Protostar apart from a lot of other companies in that they try to recreate a kind of brick and mortar experience online for their students. They also require a TESOL or TEFL certificate. You can get one below for $19 from the International Open Academy. And they require some online teaching experience. They don't specify, but it is really good if you've got already some online teaching experience under your belt. So if you fit those requirements, head on over to protostarteacher.com/apply now. I will link that in the description. You can use me as a reference and put my name in the application form. I will help you with any questions that you have. Make sure you get the right answers and liaise with the company in terms of any questions that you have that I'm not able to answer. All right, let's talk about the application process. So once you've applied, they recommend that you go to that website and apply there. You're gonna have to attach your resume as well as a 1 to 3 minute introductory video. If you pass that screening, you'll be invited to a 40-minute interview. Now, you're going to get to know a little bit about the company, a little bit about the platform, and they are going to ask you to teach a 10-minute demo as well within that time frame. Now, if you pass that, you're going to be invited to a test session. The test session is going to be kind of like making sure that you are familiar with the platform, that you understand everything and where everything is, and that's going to be after your initial interview. Sometimes a mini interview is needed after the initial one, but if not, then you'll be invited for the test session. So after you pass the initial interview and the test session, you'll be invited to a new hire training. This is going to be conducted by one of their interviewers, and this is, as it says, it's going to be a training for you as you get ready to become a teacher, just to make sure that you are ready and set to go and to start teaching. After that, you'll be able to sign your contract and do all that stuff with paperwork and uploading of documents. What everyone wants to know about is the pay. So they claim to pay up to $33 an hour. But is this really possible? Just like other companies say, we'll pay you up to $25 an hour. But sometimes those numbers are really unattainable because you've got to get the highest base rate pay and you've got to get the highest incentives. But with Protostar, everyone will start at $16 base rate. So that's $16 for 40 minutes of teaching. Now, if you factor in that it's 40 minutes, and if you're doing back-to-back classes and only count the number of minutes that you're teaching, that really is 16 plus 8 for 1 hour. So that would be $24 per hour if you look at it in that sense. So that's the base rate. Then they also have 2 bonuses, a participation bonus and an attendance bonus. So this is up to $6 per 40-minute class. You can get the $1 attendance bonus and up to $5 for participation bonus. I've heard that the $1 is very easy to make and that it's average for teachers to get between $2, $3, and $4 for the participation bonus, but it is very possible to make that full $6, which would give you the 16 plus the 6, which is $22 for 40 minutes. If you do the math, that is $33 per hour. Now, they have 2 more bonuses. If you convert a trial student, which is awesome, you will get an additional $5 for that student, converting that student. And it is also possible to do emergency substituting, which is something that will come up on the platform from time to time for you to fill in for another teacher, and they pay $7 for those classes. So you can see that the pay is really good. It is definitely better than a lot of other companies. And now we're going to get into what their booking system is like and how you can sort of schedule yourself and what their requirements are. Okay, so Protostar has the following slots available. Monday through Saturday, 6:40 p.m. to 9 p.m. Beijing time. So let's pop over to their scheduling block system and look at how it works. So as you can see, they have class numbers like A1, A2, A3, and these are blocks of time. You can see that you can teach 3 classes within that period because it's 40 minutes of teaching with a 10-minute break in between classes. So class number A1, A2, A3 is 6:40 until 9:20, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Block B is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, same, 6:40 until 9 p.m. So these blocks represent different blocks of time that the students can book classes. So if you look at F1, F1 would be Monday and Thursday from 6:40, and then if you teach all the way to 9 o'clock, that's 3 classes. So they would like you to be able to open up those slots in a long-term basis to get regular students. You can just open up Monday and not Thursday, but if you're going to open up Monday, they really want you to open up Monday consistently for a long period of time because they really operate on giving you regular students so that you can build that rapport and teach them on a regular basis. So you're not going to get one student one week and a different student another week. They really want to build that consistency and that relationship with the students and the teacher in the classroom. So let's talk about some of the details of Protostar that really make them different from a lot of other online companies. As you can probably tell, they definitely operate a little differently than some of the larger companies in China, where you're just reading a script off of a slide and you're just kind of going slide by slide, end of the 25 minutes, goodbye, see you next time, and you get random students at all different times of your schedule, and there's not a lot of consistency in that. Whereas Protostar operates a little bit more like a brick and mortar type of situation. That's why they want at least 1 year of brick and mortar teaching. They want you to be flexible in your classes. You don't have to stick to a script. In fact, they don't want you to stick to a script. You can bring in your own materials, you can add to the lesson, remove from the lesson. They give you a structure, they give you guidelines and recommendations, but you don't have to stick exactly to the lesson. Classes are a little bit longer than usual, so you're able to get more teaching in and more rapport building with your students. In the classroom, you can have up to 4 students, but I've heard that 2 to 3 is a little bit more normal and what you can kind of expect. So that's really different than a lot of classes that operate on a one-on-one basis within their platform. They don't require props or secondary rewards. A lot of you are probably excited about that. I certainly would be, as sometimes those rewards seem a little bit useless in the classroom, especially with older students. Of course, you can bring your own props into your lessons with Protostar, but this is not something that they require. They want you to personalize your classes, and they give you a lot of autonomy as a teacher as well. Also, they operate by observing Chinese holidays as well as US holidays. So you don't have to feel that pressure during certain holidays to teach because you're getting extra incentives from other companies. Although, because they're closed for US and Chinese holidays, you could open up your schedule with other companies to diversify your income. Another aspect to Protostar that you need to factor in is that they do require feedback, and from what I've heard, the feedback can take a little bit longer than other companies. They do want it to be detailed and very personal to the student, but you can use apps like Feedback Panda to kind of create templates and things like that to help you. I do have a link below for a free month of Feedback Panda if you're interested. That is the app that I use. It saves me tons of time with writing feedback to my online students. Okay guys, so that is it, the nuts and bolts of Protostar Education. I'm sure you have more questions. Please leave them in the comments below. I check all the comments on my videos and I will get back to you with an answer. And if I don't know the answer, I will make sure to find out for you. And if you are a Protostar teacher, I would love to know your input to this company. Leave a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching this video. As always, subscribe, and I want to be your friend on Instagram, so follow me there at OnlineTeacherDude, and you can DM me or send me an email. All that information is in the description of this video. Thanks for being here, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.